Welcome back, friends, to another video on the how to play each power in in-game series. Oh wow, I'm just kind of realizing how long of a title that is, and I should probably shorten it at some point in the future. Anyway, today we're looking at the medic power, and unlike the powerless video, which I talked about pretty much every game, this video will only talk about the medic and how they are different in each game compared to powerless. This should make all the videos in the series moving forward a little bit shorter, and also, in the powers video, I gotta give y'all a little disclaimer. These tips and strategies aren't guaranteed to win you every game, but they are going to at least improve your odds. Now, with that out of the way, let's learn about the medic. Oops, wrong medic. I can't really talk about any of the powers if y'all don't know what they do, can I? So in all the videos from here on out, I'm going to dedicate a segment towards explaining the basics of each power and anything to know. Medic is probably one of the easiest powers to do this with, seeing how Medic is pretty self-explanatory. Medic has the ability to drop bandages down whenever and wherever, so long as their ability is off cooldown. These bandages heal most of your HP and can be picked up by anyone, including the Medic themselves, making this one of the better powers in the game despite its common status. But like with any other healing item, the bandages do have a short animation that plays when you use it. But unlike other healing items, it heals you during the animation. And that's all Medic has to offer. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now on to red light, green light. Keep in mind, when it comes to strategies involving Medic, most will have people you're teaming with in mind. So this video might not be as effective for those playing alone, but nonetheless, I'll still try to provide those flying solo a game plan. Now, red light, green light is probably the Medic's most different game when compared to powerless, as the bandages you drop can heal legs if they're shot. This makes Medic one of the best powers to use when playing aggressive in red light, green light, if you fancy doing that. On the other hand, you can use it to keep your teammates alive or save or heal randoms in the hopes that they might team with you. Either way, you still have improved survivability when compared to others in red light, green light. But just remember, even if you have better survivability, you're not invincible. So still try to be careful. Hey, wait, who turned on the light? Oh, it's a transition. That makes more sense. Like I said in the intro, not every game will be talked about, since Medic doesn't have big differences in Dalgona. As a matter of fact, most powers don't even have a Dalgona segment because none of them do anything in Dalgona. So we'll move on to Lights Out instead. If you know how Lights Out works, you probably know what I'm going to say. Anyway, considering how Lights Out is just a free-for-all, it's come to no one's surprise that you can just use the bandages to heal yourself in a safe spot if you get low. If you're teaming, try to make sure everybody in your team has a bandage before the fighting starts. I also advise against dropping bandages in the middle of a brawl, as your bandages can be picked up by a guard or worse, somebody attacking you or a teammate. Anyway, that's it for Lights Out, so let's move on to Hide and Seek. I'll primarily focus on Hider for this segment, as Seekers can't really be killed easily. If you're in a group, try to give everybody a bandage when you can. Normally this would be a risky strategy that I wouldn't advise, but if a Hider heals up after a Seeker attacks them, it can keep them alive long enough for them to make a better distraction for you and anybody else you want to escape with. Also, try to heal any Hiders who you find on low HP for the same reason. What? The segment's already over? How did it be a bit longer? Oh well. Anyway, on to the final game in this video, Mingle. Only 4 games where Medic really does anything different. That's mainly because in the other games, you don't really lose any HP. When you just straight up die. Anyway, 4 might seem like a low number, but that's really the golden number for powers. If a power is good in at least 4 games, it's usually pretty good and worth it. Anyways, back to Mingle. The only reason this game has a segment is because of Power Hold, which damages you if you get hit by it. That's only if you don't get killed by it outright. Now, as you would imagine, you got Medic, you got bandages, just heal off the damage. That's really all there is to Medic. Sorry this video is a little bit short. Now, despite how short and simple this video was, Medic is still probably one of the best powers in the game, outranking even some legendary powers in my opinion. On that note, comment down below if you would like to see me rank all the powers in games. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if the next video was just as short, if not shorter than this one, considering it's 120. Anyways, this was Tides of Coconut Water, and I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day and win your next game of Ink Games.